and we're going to get up and start with MetKnow.
Morning. Thank you, Devin. Thank you guys for being here. We're excited to present to you guys today about a project that we've been working on and are very passionate about. My name is Evan Tipton. I recently joined the MetKnow team just a couple months ago. And Will?
Hi, I'm Will Edwards, and I founded MetKnow a couple of years ago. All right, so MetKnow started when I was in my fraternity at college. I had 50 people in my pledge class, and I'm horrible at names. So what we all did, everyone else was bad too, which was good. What we all did, we made an Excel sheet with our pictures and names on it, and our hometowns and other relevant information we needed to know about each other. And we carried it around, and it'd get wet, just wasn't convenient, so I thought, let's just put this on our cell phones. So right then and there, we made, remember the members what it used to be called, now it's MetKnow. And it's pretty easy. You log in, you create your account, and if you're going to be the admin of a group, you go to create group, and you think of what questions you need to ask people. So in my fraternity, it was major, the dorm you're living in, hometown, bond number, which is something that ranks us, and other information. Then you invite everyone via email, and once they join the group, they're asked the questions that the admin puts there, and then they're able to join the group. And from there, they're given different features such as a quiz where a picture will pop up, you choose it, and if you choose the wrong one, it's back. It lets you know you're wrong, but it also gives you automatic feedback and tells you the right one. But that picture is thrown back into the group. But if you get it right, it's taken out. And then you have flashcards. So a picture will pop up, you can sit there and say, I think I know who that is, say it, flip it over, and there you go, you got all of their information. So it's a good way to study, learn everyone in your group, and it's fun to play along with.
So we've identified 5 ways that people are going to interact with our application, and 3 of those 5 are monetized, 2 of them are free. The first one are applications that we as a MetKnow team have developed that you can purchase access to specific groups. So we're starting off with state legislatures and the United States Congress. So if you're someone who is into politics or is a lobbyist or is in the legislature yourself, you can pay 99 cents or whatever subscription rate. We're still identifying how we're going to charge for that particular product. But as a user, anybody can come in and access their own social networks through Facebook and LinkedIn to go through your current network and use the flashcards and quizzing application for the process of learning who your contacts are and getting to know them better. We feel like one of the biggest problems with our current social networks is that they're so good at expanding your current network, but not very good at helping you become more familiar with your current network. So that's kind of the problem that we're solving for them. The other thing that you can do as a user for free is go into your networks and also create specific groups. So for like this group, Devin could go in and create a group for 1 million cups. For everybody who's ever signed in to 1 million cups, he can add you to the 1 million cups group so that before you come, you can scroll through the names and get more familiar with the people that maybe you met last week, or if you haven't been in a couple weeks, remember the people that you've met before, because we've all done that. I do it all the time. It's like, who are you? I did it last night with the guy that I had met back in May, and he said, yeah, we've met before. I'm like, sorry, totally forgot. So the other way that we're working with businesses and membership groups. So for businesses, we're replacing their traditional organization chart. So that is also going to integrate later. I'll tell you about that. But we're working with membership groups such as country clubs and other membership groups like, say, the Summit Club to help their employees remember who the members of their club are. Because, we pay for these memberships, and we like it whenever the employee knows who we are, and you walk in and they're just like, hey, Evan, how are you? Wow, I feel great about paying my membership bill. And we can also integrate and say, hey, this is what this person's spouse's name, this is what their their kids' names are. For like country club, you can do for the golfer, shoe size, shirt size. These things we've identified to be important to country clubs. So the fifth way that we're working our application is going to integrate with current social media and other applications as a plugin. So we're looking to license this technology in our patent to companies like LinkedIn, Facebook, Eventbrite, and Outlook. I had a meeting yesterday with 5 people I've never met before, and I was just thinking before, wow, wouldn't it be great if we already had this working to where it was integrated with my Outlook so that I could get familiar with the people who I'm about to sit around a conference table with and not have to look down at all of their business cards or arrange them in a way that makes sense to where I know that Jim and Carol are Jim and Carol and Susie, not the other way around. I'll get it back to you.
Yeah, as Evan said, we do have a patent. It took 3.5 years to get, but it's a process patent where we patented the ability to pull information from social networks or to create your own information by inviting people to input it themselves, and to put that on a flashcard and quizzing format for the sake of learning people's names and their biographical information. So we thought that was pretty cool. Our attorney thought that was pretty cool, and I was really happy to get it because when I got the email from them, I thought it was just another attorney fee when I was walking my dog, so I was annoyed to see it, but it turned out to be good news. So we got that and pretty excited. Thank you guys.
Any questions?
Hello. Yeah. I couldn't help notice that you started with people who are in government. Being kind of a political junkie, is there any particular reason for that, or is there you have some hope for that, or just was there any particular reason for that, and where are you going with it?
Well, let's see, a couple things. I have family who's always pretty big into politics. I know people who work in the Capitol, and there's all the state reps that these different guys need to know. And I worked in the U.S. Capitol at one point, and I knew all the big senators like Rubio and other people, and I thought it'd be cool to learn just the random senators from South Dakota that I wouldn't really know. And we found that people who do work like lobbyists and different staffers of the representatives, they would love to have this information on hand. Because right now they have that website, but the format's just not very good. It's kind of inconvenient. So for a small fee that we put together and maintain when seats are open, they all said that they would love to have this and they'd play around with it because they say that they're never on Facebook scrolling like we are. They're not playing on Snapchat. So they thought this would be something they'd play around with and they'd find it useful. And it's all public domain, so we could go find all the information really easily and create the groups.
So I know you recently won the Startup Series competition, and what's your timeline now on going forward, and when you think you'll launch and your schedule essentially?
Well, you know how annoying Apple can be, so it took a while to get the rebranding, but we're meeting with programmers now, and we're actually going to do that right after this. So we hope in the next 2 or 3 months we can have all the features we want put into it, the in-app purchases, the signing in the social networks, and get it marketed. So hopefully 2 or 3 months. What do you say? 3.
But I mean, the app is live and you can download it today on Android and the iOS store. So you can use it. The functionalities aren't completely built out, but it's there.
Use the microphone.
Yeah, use the microphone.
Okay, sorry.
Usually, I've never had any complaints about being too quiet.
No, it's captured on.
Oh,
Gotcha.
Yeah, it's captured on.
So I've got a, so can you tell me in more detail, do I have to go in and create a group? Or can I, if I wanted to, in a sense, find members of the Oklahoma Senate, and I just wanted to, in a sense, go learn about the Oklahoma Senate, right? does it pull all the Oklahoma senators, or is that functionality going to be built in where in government officials, in the public forums, is that information already going to be there, or is it only out of my own network that I build these detailed groups?
The answer to your question,
Push down on the bottom.
Rick? Okay. The answer to your question is yes, on both. It pulls from your social media for groups that you want to create or people that you know. You can create your own specific groups out of people you already know. However, if you want to go in and say on the bottom right there, click on Oklahoma Senate, the first time you click on it, it's going to say this is an in-app purchase. You're going to pay 99 cents or whatever we've determined at that point for the accessibility to that particular group that we've created.
So you will have created groups out of the public domains that exist, is what you're saying?
Correct.
Now, with LinkedIn, and this is probably phase 2, phase 3, the search functionality in LinkedIn will allow me to search by a title of a person that I'm looking for, right? It would be really interesting if that could pull that information in and I could build a group of executive directors for nonprofits in Oklahoma that I'm looking to target personally, and then I can reach out to them and know more.
So what we have built out, any field that's filled in these forms is searchable. So on like Stephanie Weiss, if you put in 22, it's going to pull up District 22's Stephanie Weiss in pre-populated field on the search bar. So it's already there as far as the functionality of what you're talking about.
Okay, and I love it. I think I think you guys are going down the right road. But the other thing I would say is there may be a chance to gamify it, and I don't know if you guys have talked and thought about that.
This is what I'm excited about, the plugin. I want to go to the NFL, maybe at phase 4 or so, because they all have a standard app that's tailored to each team. So you can search in Kansas City or you can search in the Ravens. It's the same format, but different teams. So they have all those different players, tons of players. And I'm a huge Chiefs fan, and I can name the main ones because I'm terrible with names. So what I think would be fun is to put that into their apps. They can license it, and then you can play with all them and learn them, see what colleges they're at. Then I can challenge a friend who's another Chiefs fan, and we can see who does better on the quiz. So we're excited about that because I want to go talk to the NFL, hopefully. But yeah, that is one way we want to look at it.
So we really need to get in touch with local programmers. So if you know students at TU or someone who's just freelancing here in Tulsa or has even a design firm, we're currently interviewing programmers. So we want to find somebody to partner with and bring onto our team. So I think that would be our number one ask from this group, is that if you guys have some people in mind that you could put us in touch with, that would be awesome. Yeah. Thank you for having us.
Thank you, Eric.